Good afternoon, everybody. It's another day here in Florida, and today we are in
Universal Studios Islands Adventure.
Islands of Adventure, that's right, yeah. And there is Hogwarts right over there. And right now you can hear the Hulk coaster going right over us. Oh, well, right next to us. Which Ebony really wanted to go on, following her success on Rock and Roller Coaster yesterday. Sadly, she's too small to go on this one. You've got to be 54 inches. Ebony's about 5 inches too short at the moment. So we're going to have to come back and do it again in a couple of years.
A couple of years is 2 years.
A couple of years is 2 years, that's correct. We've been around the park a couple of times already, but I thought we'd take in some of the sights and the sounds. You had fun so far? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. Good. What was your favourite ride?
I don't know.
Well, we've done Kong, we've done Harry Potter, we've done the Popeye ride that got us soaked, we've done Spider-Man.
Well, I like the Harry Potter ride because you're about to go upside down.
Yeah, the Harry Potter ride's really good, isn't it? So it's better than the one at Universal Studios, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my favourite so far.
That's your favourite so far. It's probably my favourite so far too. It is a decent ride in fairness.
King Kong is the new
And
one.
King Kong is awesome. That's a new ride and that is awesome as well. 3D, action both sides, yeah, really good. So, yeah, so we're going to take a walk around the park and just see some of the sights and sounds, and then we're going to go and grab some tea at Bubba Gump's. So Islands of Adventure is split up first of all into like the Marvel comic book land. There's Doctor Doom's Fearfall there. And there is Spider-Man, which is just like Transformers at Universal Studios. It's equally as good, I think. Awesome. Comic book shop. Lots of eateries and snacks. The main attractions in this Marvel land bit, you know, the comic book land, Spider-Man and Hulk by a long shot. Okay, so we've just left the comic book Marvel Land area, which is just back through that way. As you can see, Hulk probably in the background. And you come through into Toon Lagoon, which has got a couple of awesome water rides. You will get wet, very wet here. Speaking of wet, it's the rain's just started falling again, only ever so lightly. It's practically spitting. In fact, it's stopped while I've been filming this. So we're good to continue. But yeah, it's still kind of, you know, half comic strip themed and half toon themed as well. So yeah. Unfortunately, I can't take this camera on any rides today. Universal has a strict no filming on rides policy. Not even with a GoPro, I believe, which is a shame because I brought my GoPro with me. But yeah, unfortunately, Universal don't like people filming on their rides, so that's not going to happen today. Which is a shame because it would have been great to film on the Popeye River Rapid ride, which is just over there. I think it's called Pluto's Barges or something like that. It's, yeah, it's great fun. Okay, so this is Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls, which me and Ebony haven't been on yet, have we?
No.
No? So we're going to do it now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Uh-oh. But I hope we don't get too wet because we've got dinner in an hour. But I suppose if we ride with our ponchos we should be okay. I hope.
I'm still wet.
You're still wet there?
Yeah.
Should we do it?
My pants are still wet as well.
Your pants are still wet from Popeye before, yeah? Should we do it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I nearly stepped in the puddle.
30-minute wait. That means we're going to have 30 minutes to try and dry off. Excellent. And this guy looks soaked. That does not bode well. I don't think Ebony knows what we're letting ourselves in for here. Okay, so let's assess the damage. How soaked are you? So your dress is a bit wet, isn't it?
It was dry straight after we got onto that ride.
It was dry until what?
Straight after we got onto that ride.
And then you got wet? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't come off too bad. I think the ponchos largely did their job. My feet are saturated, but my shorts are mildly damp at best. You know, a little bit wet on this leg. But yeah, generally I've not come off too bad, which I'm glad of because it's not the sunniest of days here in Florida. So it's a bit harder to dry up and we're going to be sat in an air-conditioned restaurant in half an hour, so... But yeah, not too bad. So, anyway, onwards. So this is a shot of the Ripsaw Falls that we were just on a sec ago. And we leave Toon Lagoon and we come straight into Jurassic Park. And you've got these gliders just up here. More of a kid's ride. Ebony's rode this before, 3 years ago. I've not done it yet myself. Maybe we'll do it next time. Here's the new Kong ride, which looks very, very impressive. They built it in the Jurassic Park land, which kind of makes sense. You've got dinosaurs in the ride as well. That is very, very, very cool. It's a great ride. See where I'm one of those. And this is one of the most iconic sights of the park. This is the Jurassic Park main water ride, the River Adventure. See a boat's just gone down there. Oh, here we go. And those kids got absolutely soaked just then. On the ride on these kids here as well. Wow, no minute wait time for Jurassic Park at the moment. That's insane. I guess maybe it's because of the weather, even though it's not raining, people just don't fancy going and getting wet on that ride. You only really get wet if you're in the front row. You don't get much more than splashed after that. And on this whistle stop tour, and we are doing a very quick tour, Ebony saw this that she loved after the Jurassic Park ride that we rode earlier. I forgot to mention that one earlier. We did ride that earlier today as well. And you saw that, didn't you? And you fell in love with it?
Yeah.
And so that's your toy for today. Yeah?
Yeah. I fell in love.
Okay. So this is a new feature that they've got around here. I don't know what it's like, but apparently you get to meet a velociraptor. The raptor encounter entrance. Seems quite popular. I don't know what it's like, but maybe check it out another day. It sounds good. It sounds terrifying, actually. And as you leave Jurassic Park World, or Jurassic Park Land, Jurassic Park section of the park, you're greeted with sights of Hogsmeade. And maybe the other iconic site of Islands of Adventure, which is the Hogwarts Castle itself, the Hogwarts School. Arguably the best ride here as well, I would say. There's just a glimmer of the two Dueling Dragons, which are actually closing the day we fly back home. So I rode the red one today. The last time I was out here I rode the blue one, so I rode the red one, so it was the last time that we get to do it. Hogsmeade is always a very popular and very crowded place. Very busy today. And this is where you can get a butterbeer, which is really quite tasty. There's the entrance to the Dueling Dragons, which I was just talking about, is closing. And there's a replica of the Hogwarts Express where you can get photos taken. Station to get the Hogwarts Express across to Universal Studios. Something I've not done from this park to Universal before. I've done it from the Universal King's Cross to here, which was epic. I do believe, obviously, the journey the other way is somewhat different, a different experience on the ride, so I need to give that a go, see what that's like as well. And then we leave Hogsmeade. And so after you come through Hogsmeade, you go through the Lost Continent, which doesn't really have any rides at all. It's got a couple of shows, but nothing of any note. And then you come into Zeus Landing, which is really colourful, really mainly for kids, but a few good rides here. Good fun in general. And this takes us back round to the start of the park. Again, this has been a flying visit through Islands of Adventure. I mean, we've done the lap maybe 3 times today, 2 or 3 times already, because it's not the biggest of parks. But yeah, we wanted to go around and experience it for ourselves first, before getting the camera out and showing you guys. And right now we're rushing to make a dinner reservation in, let's see, what time is it now? 10 minutes. We've got to get to the restaurant, which we should just about make. We rode that earlier. There's 2 different tracks, 2 different stories. We did both. The guys at Universal were great actually, because they allowed us to get straight off and straight back on again to ride the second story, which I thought was really cool. They could have made us queue back up, but they didn't do that. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish, so that's a good fun ride. Get it wrong, you get wet. And then there's Cat in a Hat, which again is good fun for the kids. And that brings us back round to the sights of the Hulk. Like I say, a very quick whistle-stop tour, well, at least for this video, of Islands of Adventure. I wish I could have showed you guys more. I wish I could have filmed on some of the rides, but like I say, Universal adopt a strict policy where you can't really record on the rides. Apparently not even with a GoPro these days. I did see somebody wearing a GoPro before, so maybe certain rides you can, I don't know. But as far as I was led to believe, it's a no-no across all rides. So yeah, we've done well to get around the park, the last half of the park in 10 minutes just then. And we're now getting back towards the main entrance of the park. And so we're going to wrap this video up now, and we're going to go for dinner. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. These videos are getting shorter, that's not deliberate. The next one will hopefully be a bit longer than this one. But I just wanted to show you guys some of the sights and sounds, and yeah, we're having a great time. So thanks for dropping in, and we'll see you guys later. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.